Y'all, please drink responsibly, okay? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, The Pascal Show, one word, and on TikTok, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below, and let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story. This is sad. A lot of people in Houston are very upset about this, about the passing of this up-and-coming DJ by the name of DJ D Baby, not Da Baby. DJ D Baby, all right? She was only 23 years old when she fell off a balcony from the 13th floor of a high-rise apartment complex. It is crazy. This story is absolutely wild, and it's devastating to hear any of this. But there's a lot of people out here that have some speculations, y'all. People are speculating and wondering, hey, was there anybody else in the room? What actually happened? Was she nudged? So on and so forth. I will say this. Yes, there was somebody else in the room with her girlfriend. And people are wondering if she had anything to do with this young woman's demise. She did come out with a statement. We are going to be looking at that very shortly here too, but we got to look at this situation and take a look at this article right here. All right. Female DJ, 23, dies after plunging from balcony on 13th floor of a high-rise as girlfriend who was with her claims she was quote-unquote drunk and climbed onto a chair and fell. Okay. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people that are wondering, how did this happen? How did she get to a balcony with the chair, stand on top of the chair, and topple over without the girlfriend being there to stop her or something like that? I mean, there's so many different questions, right? So many different questions that spark around this situation because, of course, anybody who would fall from a balcony, it seems like it could be a lot of work. Or maybe it's somebody who actually wants to do something terrible to themselves, like unalive themselves and whatnot, right? But hey, we got to look into this. It's just strange. But Darian Lewis is her name, is DJ D Baby's name. She was 23 years old. All right. She fell from her girlfriend's balcony on the early morning of the 4th of July. I guess she was out the night before on July 3rd, kicking it late into the night. Maybe she was DJing at a spot. I don't know. She came home apparently drunk, and then this all went down. She ended up dying later on the 13th of July. So she clinged on to life for about 9 to 10 days, fighting for her life until she transitioned on the 13th of July. All right. Her girlfriend, Nisha Jackson, took to Facebook to deny any wrongdoing in her death. She said, hey, my hands are clean to this situation. I did not have anything to do with with my girlfriend's death. Okay. Jackson says any claim she made Lewis or DJ D Baby fall is quote unquote absolutely absurd and called the death the toughest battle of our lives. Obviously, her family is very, very heartbroken. They actually did a balloon release just yesterday, if I'm correct, to obviously in her honor. Now, the thing is there's just so many questions I have about this because it makes you wonder, where was she? Where was Nisha when this all went down? When she stood on a chair allegedly and fell? You know, what caused her to not be around her? Was she sleeping? Was she in the bathroom? Like, what was going down? A lot of people are wondering if there was an altercation, a fight that went down, and then maybe there was a tussle, and then whoop, she fell over. So many different questions, y'all. I don't know. I do not know. But here it is, y'all. Here is DJ D Baby, obviously out here DJing. You know, you can see her turntables and all that, DJing and whatnot. And this is Nisha. I think it's Nisha, okay, Jackson. That's the girlfriend. Okay. So she recently put out a statement to basically deny any claims, like I've said before, of any wrongdoing. And we got to take a look at this statement here. So it says here, and she put this on Facebook. She said, I've been praying about making this statement. I sat in silence out of respect for D, watching so many of you turn this tragedy into something it's not. I've decided to break my silence, not necessarily for you all, but for she and I. I've been very low and hurting deeply. This is coming from my heart. I love Darian with everything in me. I was trying to protect her. Okay. In summary, on the night of question, her associate dropped her off to me because they said she could not drive. So, in other words, she was probably wasted. Okay. She wanted to drive to her place, and due to her intoxication, I stood in front of the door. She ran to the patio. Never in a million years I have reason to think that the next actions would follow. Once she climbed on the patio chair, I sprinted for the door, but to her, but she fell over before I could save her. I literally saw and heard her fall before my eyes. Running to her, I had to take to the stairs because the elevator took too long. I got to her and immediately screamed and summoned for help. My property is a true high rise with a high balcony. So it's a high balcony. Okay, and this is the 13th floor, high balcony. There's no way I could have pushed her over. She was only able to get over because on she climbed on the furniture. I would have literally had to pick her up and throw her over, which is absolutely absurd. We were not fighting. We had been together for the prior 3 days. We had spent the day at her dad's house the day before. We had different itineraries, the day of which caused us to split. She had only been dropped to me approximately 10 minutes prior to the incident. I'm aware there are a lot of rumors going around, and they're all very disheartening. We were far from perfect. We had issues like most. However, I would never hurt her, whom I love, nor anyone in such a manner. I've also been devastated by the fact that some people are now insinuating that she was trying to harm herself. That's not true either. This is interesting. Very interesting. I feel that due to her level of intoxication, she barely drank. I'd never experienced her drinking on that level, that she was simply not in her right mind. Maybe at the moment, due to intake, she didn't realize how high up we were. Maybe she just slipped. I don't know, but the lies are sick. When folk don't know the truth, they start making up their own. I understand when something this tragic happens to a loved one, that folks will naturally find someone to blame. And why not me? The only other person that was there. And of course, there's more to it, but I'm going to stop right there. Clearly, let's just be real. Yeah, maybe D baby was very, very drunk, was in a world of her own, didn't realize how high up she was because of how intoxicated she was. And it seems like in this statement, it sounds like she said, I was blocking the front door because she wanted to go out and rage. She wanted to go out and kick it some more. She was like, hey, I still got I still got a little bit left in the tank. I got to go. And maybe Nisha was sitting there going, no, you ain't going nowhere. You are not driving anywhere. You are drunk. You are wasted, girl. And then, of course, she said, F it. I'm going to climb off. I'm going to climb down the balcony so I can go and live my best life. That could have happened. That very well could have happened. It's terrible to look at this and hear this story. Regardless, this woman should still be on this planet. This woman should still be alive. But unfortunately, she is not because of whatever happened. Was there an altercation? We don't know. Was there a fight? Was she nudged off the balcony? Did she slip and fall, or did she actually jump because she wanted to jump? We do not know. But one thing for sure that we got to wait for, hey, autopsy. Autopsy is going to come out with all kinds of information. They'll be able to find out if there's scratches on her body outside of the bruises and whatnot that she got from the impact of the ground. I hate to say it like that, but let's be real. They would be able to find if there was an actual physical altercation before she fell over the balcony, over the railing of that balcony. But, we look at this statement and it's very detailed, very, very detailed, and very tragic. If this is the case, if this is the truth, this is absolutely tragic. But all we can do is sit back, wait, and see what law enforcement does. If they do their due diligence, do their research, do their, do whatever they need to do. And then, of course, when it comes to autopsy, we also got to find out what's going on with that autopsy and see if she was intoxicated. First off, what else did she have in her system? Maybe she was on other types of drugs. You never know. So I say, what say you guys? What are your thoughts on this one? Do you think that there's foul play here, or do you think that there's something else? Do you think that maybe do you believe Nisha's account? Maybe DJ D Baby was just too wasted and didn't know how high up she was, or man, you never know. Maybe this sounds crazy, but maybe she tried to act like she was going to jump off or use the balcony to try to get Nisha from blocking the front door so that maybe she could jump, run through the house or run through the apartment and beeline for the front door so she can go kick it some more. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this one. I'm curious because it's still a mystery, right? Because it could have been anything. It could be any scenario right now. Do you believe Nisha? Do you not believe her? Comment down below. God, man, there's so many different variables, so many different variations that could have gone down here. There could have been an altercation. There might not have been an altercation. This could have just been one drunk mistake that turned into something deadly. Wow, man, I don't know. I'm going to wait for the autopsy and toxicology reports, and then I'll make up my mind on this one. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.